All right, apEX, first win in the bag. I just wanted to go back, obviously, to the whole move between Vitality, having to say goodbye to Magisk and then finding the replacement. First of all, how much of a surprise did it come, after Zonic was the first one to go?
Well, to be honest, not a big surprise. We knew that, like when the two Danes left, we knew that the third would most likely leave as well. So we kind of knew about that. That wasn't the easiest decision because, of course, we won a lot together this year and we done a lot together. But that's how it is. We had to go to the next step to move forward to find a new player. So that was pretty hard at the beginning, not gonna lie, for the whole team. Sydney is also the result of that because we were not sure he was leaving, and me I knew, so it was. It's not because of what we lost, but we had really close game. That when you're not ready mentally, you would lose. Like the first winner phase on CS2, for example, like we were really close to beat them, and it didn't happen. So it's just not the easiest in those moments. That's for sure.
How do you go even about replacing a player like that? Obviously, he's been touted as one of the best players in his role, and obviously four-time major winner, all of that. His achievements speak for everything, So where do you start, finding a replacement for a guy like that?
Well, the sure thing is replacing Magisk for like a Magisk is not gonna happen. So you need to find other ways. Obviously, Magisk in the team is he was the third best player in the team, right behind Spinks. He was performing really well. But a guy like that is also taking some space in the team, and obviously like a player like Char had a little bit less. So no, I think it's all about Char and mezii to find the groove to get like the what Magisk was giving, kinda, and I think that's like the toughest part for both of them. But yeah, it's once again like replacing Magisk, like the experience, the help he did in the big games, and all this kind of stuff is not gonna happen. So like some newcomers has to step up. Like no, obviously it's not a major champion, but Zaiwu and Spix has some experience as well, where they can come up and help me in those rough moments.
Can you tell me about what made you guys go for mezii, to replace him?
Well, for me, we had another name that I'm not gonna mention today, but I think mezii was for me like a really big name because I really like the role player he is. He's one of the few players you have that can do a lot of roles. He didn't do it on purpose, but he had to do it because of Fnatic and all the mess they had around. He was in game leader, he was on tree fragging, then he was lurking, and he had all this kind of stuff. I think Magisk has like a pretty same past, with he has to lead the team a bit less long than what mezii did, but I think this experience is really needed for a team, and I really like the role player that he can entry, he can just play late rounds, and he's really good with nades as well, which was a Magisk as well. So I think for me that was really important to have not a similar player, but a player like that, just to be sure that our two biggest stars will stay the same, but even maybe better for Spinks and Zaiwu, and that him can step up as well. So that was most likely about that.
What about from the perspective of him being a vocal player? Obviously, as you said, he's been having experience with in-game leading, and Magisk was also a vocal guy on the team. Is he also stepping into those shoes, being kind of like a secondary voice?
Yeah, well, of course he has to, but everyone in the team is capable to do it. Char is doing, flameZ is doing a bit less, but I know that Spinks did it a lot this year, and also Zaiwu. Sometimes Spinks even more than Magisk. So I don't think we need him to be that vocal, to be honest. We just need him to be focused on his role, and with time and with experience of the team, knowing the team better, I think he will do it by himself. Sorry. So I'm not asking him too much right now. I don't want him to be put in a hard condition. I want him to focus on himself, frag, and do his role as good as possible. And in the next future, he will be able to help for sure.
The last thing I wanted to ask about is, of course, XTAZ. I just remember the time that you lost him, and obviously the whole move with the Dane was coming in. And I remember the last tournament, how much it meant to you, to see him leave. So what does it mean to you to see him come back?
To be honest, that's a bit weird because, of course, I was really sad when we left each other, but my brain now is somewhere else with all the work we did with Zonic and the tough year we had last year. We came up together to find solutions and blah blah blah. So it's not the easiest to put my brains with a new coach straight away. A new coach I know, so we just need to learn a bit more against each other because we also changed. He has his experience in his team. I had my experience with Vitality. So we just learn to know each other again, kinda. But I'm really happy. I really hope we're gonna win big trophies with him because he missed those trophies as a coach, and I think he deserves them because what we've done with the French teams. I think we had like, of course we had Zayu, but we are well lower players than any other teams, and I think we did pretty well overall. So like for the second part of 2021, for example, probably the second best team in the world behind Navi, that were like just untouchable for us. So I really hope we're gonna work our best to just give him what he deserves.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.